So, Chris, thank you. A convicted double murderer in a Henry County court asking to be released from prison early.
Kenneth Alves has the right to ask, but the murder victim's family, who signed up to be notified when that happens, said they were not alerted to this developing situation. RTV6's Derek Thomas looks into why.
The murder victim's relatives were outraged that they were not notified that Kenneth Alves had a hearing today and that he was back in the county without their knowledge. But this story began back on April 4th, 2000. Police were called to this Newcastle house and found the bodies of 30-year-old James Davis and 35-year-old Donnie Nicholson. Eventually, Kenneth Alves was found guilty of their murders and was sentenced to 59 years in prison. He has been serving that sentence in Michigan City, but he was back today for a post-conviction relief hearing.
He should still be up in Michigan City serving that time. But what's so upsetting to us is that we as family members were supposed to be notified with any transfers, trials, hearings, appeals, anything, and none of us were.
Definitely a surprise, a shock. I feel like I've just been kicked in the stomach to not have been notified, knowing the man that murdered my husband and Jimmy is in town, and we weren't even given the courtesy of a phone call. He's a danger to society. What if he was to break out?
The family is also concerned that behind bars, Alves is posting pictures of himself and communicating on Facebook. The Department of Corrections acknowledges that Alves has been disciplined for that behavior. The convicted murderer tried to prove in his hearing that his trial attorney was ineffective and he should be granted a new trial. There should be a decision on that within 30 days. No matter the outcome, the murder victim's relatives say they will be at each and every hearing to make sure that Alves remains behind bars. In Newcastle, Derek Thomas, RTV6.